Guys, today's show is about to be lit because we have two powerhouse celebrities today in our show. I'm super excited right now. Like, I can't even contain my excitement. Auntie Fumi, is great to have you on our show.
Thank you for
Going
having me.
through like it's you don't even know how like special it is to have you on our show. I know you're very busy. I mean, I watched there was a post you just made of recent where you were talking about you hardly get sleep, that you sleep like you get 3 hours sleep a day. I'm like,
Yes.
wow, wow. And now I can actually understand why you really when people come and choose about your craft and everything. I'm like, I mean, she's very passionate about her craft. So when someone is getting only 3 hours sleep a day, and you come at her for something that she deprives herself of sleep to do, I mean, in fact, if I am you, I would trace whoever dethrone herself to their house to their
No, but those people that troll, I feel they just troll what they don't understand or what they can't do or what
Correct.
they don't even feel like they can achieve in years. So
Correct.
people
Yes.
don't back at empty trees. They only back at
Yeah.
trees
100%.
with fruits.
That
And
is
that's
true.
one thing I do for myself very well. I
That is
love
true.
hyping
Yes.
myself. I love standing up
Oh,
for when
I
if you come
love
for
it.
me, I'll post it. So, but people don't like that. It
Very
irritates
important.
them.
Like, you can't come and discredit my work because they can't even understand it. So
To
when
Yes.
you
see
don't
that
understand
international market is dragging, that they want, Vogue is calling me, CNN is
yes,
Yes.
calling me,
that's
this
my
is
Yes.
calling you.
thing.
You
Yes.
are now talking. Who are you again? And now
I
you want to say that
know.
nobody can throw me. All those things don't get to me. Even when I talk about it,
Yep.
I'm talking about it so that I'll yeah you, so that you understand that
Correct.
you cannot throw
That's
me.
my girl.
Because this
Yep.
craft, when I started my businesses 20 something years ago, yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
these same people, they were saying I was doing too much. I was doing too much.
Correct.
Tiana doesn't know everything she wants to do. This business, she's jumping from one business to the other. Look around you. Almost
Mm-hmm.
everybody in Lagos now is doing. I'm entrepreneur. I'm
Correct.
entrepreneur. So when I started styling, only few of us were styling. We were
Yes.
not much. So if I'd listened to all these naysayers, I won't be where I am today.
Toyin, you know
People won't
why?
be emulating my
Because
footsteps.
100%, because what they do at first they laugh, then later they copy because they do not believe that you can do it. And when they see you winning, then they come and run after to come
Yeah,
and say,
yeah,
let me copy her, let me copy her. But the thing is
yeah.
that is what a leader is, heavy on the shoulders. But you are an entrepreneur, but above that, you are a visionary. A visionary
Yes.
means that you are able to foresee in the future more than
Yeah.
the others around. So so your
What
position
I'm doing
is,
is
there you
different.
go. It's absolutely different and it is
Yeah.
challenging. But you see,
There's
you
it's
believe in
very
yourself.
challenging.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And
But
Yeah.
there's a
continue to
market for
believe.
it. That's
Yeah,
what
hundred
they
there
don't
is a
percent.
understand.
market.
When you're different, you have your special market
Yes.
whereby people will pay millions just to get
Correct.
that touch. Like,
Yep.
Tiana, no, you don't understand me. Okay, how did they think I got rich off what I do? Is it by
Mm-hmm.
joke? No. So
It's hard
when
work.
Well,
the little minds don't understand what you're doing, the big minds are out there willing to pay thousands of dollars for that
Because they
same
see.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
No, and keep being
yeah.
yourself. I mean, Tiana, I don't need to tell you this. You just keep being yourself because the true you. And actually, I just finished watching episode 8, and
Mm-hmm.
this side of you that there are many sides of you that I love, and there are times where I would drag you. I drag you on the podcast,
Yes, I was just
yeah,
about to say
but
that.
it's
no, there
not
were
it's
many
not necessarily.
there were many times I wasn't even proud of what I saw because see, let me tell you something. This is a show. The
Mm-hmm.
show
Hmm.
can obviously edit everything we say at times and put
Correct.
in
Yeah,
there. And at
yeah.
times the way they edit it might come up wrong at times.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
And to the
Yeah.
viewers too. And I will be like, what is this? I'll just cringe. I'm like, oh, what is this? You know? But like I said, it's a show and it's supposed to be entertaining. And if it's
Yeah.
not entertaining, what is everybody going to talk about? What are they going to watch?
You're right.
It's true
You're
now.
right.
You have to
Exactly.
be dragging. I mean,
Exactly.
I'm used to all the dragging. At least I know who I am. I know what I stand for. I know I support people. I know I
Yeah.
empower people. People call me the
Yeah.
star maker because I support people. I actually groom people up. So at
Yes.
times,
Yes.
maybe the show won't show that, and there are days that you might say something, they won't show everything. Then you'll be like, like the one that is going on today now about the things
The
that are
fight,
being
yeah.
said on the show,
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
Laura, I did not stand up
How
for her, I
you
did not
didn't
do
have
this. I'm
her
like,
back and everything. Yeah.
excuse me, I don't support nonsense. And I'll
Yeah.
say it
And
again and
Toyin,
again. It's
Yeah.
nonsense. You
exactly.
can't continuously disrespect me publicly and you expect me to publicly support you. Are you okay? Are you
I
out of your
feel you,
mind?
girl. I feel you.
Who
I
does
feel
that?
you.
I'm not a follower. I stand up for myself. I'm not a pushover. I already said it from day one. I'm a one-man army. And when people piss me off, I get pissed and I show it. You can't be
Yes.
messaging me privately and telling me, oh, you're sorry then. Publicly, you embarrass me in front of the same people that I stand up to every time to support you and tell
Yeah.
them, no, Laura is not like this. Laura is not like that. She's not like this. She's not like every time trying to pull you together. Then people don't even see these things. People call me the instigator. From the day one, from this show, day one,
Yes.
you
To
same
be
Laura
honest,
went on
I've
this
told
show
you
and said
that.
Toyin told you something. I made everybody think that, oh, Toyin is a gossip. Toyin says something. And they told me, I asked you, Ongba, what did I tell you? Because the only thing I know was that I just said you about game and I did not even just you in a bad way. It's what friends do. When you go somewhere, if something happens there, you tell them. So why are you saying you want to slap someone? I can't believe maybe it's because of me you say you want to slap someone. If you have issues with someone, deal with it. I have a lot of issues with people too on the show. I decide what I want to bring on the show. It is my
Correct.
life. I
Mm-hmm.
determine what I want to bring on the show. If I tell you something as a friend, eh, and I tell you, oh, this person was my friend. We had
Yeah.
issues before.
Yeah.
But this is a show. I am not the producer of the show. These people brought us together. Whatever issues you have, you are the one that will decide, do I want to discuss my personal issues with this person in the past on this show? No, I don't want to. I did not send you message. I did not even tell you fight my battles for me. I came on that show maturely and I told everybody from day one at the beach, I said, come, I'm here to promote my business.
Yes.
Coca-Cola
Yes.
is big.
Yes.
Coca-Cola is still promoting their business. I'm not here for
Yes.
True.
silly fights. I'm not here for drama. I am here to promote my business. And I feel like we women, we can come together. Do you know how strong all of us are individually? That every
Yes.
time they show us is about one drama or the other. Are you kidding me? Do you know what I bring to the table? This same Caroline that is talking, I invited Caroline, Laura to my masterclass. There are loads of things that the show is not showing and they're not saying.
Let me ask you a
Now,
question.
the thing that
Go
happened from
ahead.
beginning that everybody is not saying. Caroline is saying she didn't say things about Laura. That's a lie. Caroline sat at the beach and told me at the masterclass I had that Laura disrespected her on the microphone at my masterclass at a hotel, Toyin Lawani masterclass we had. And I'm
Mm.
like, everybody was there when she said it. But the show didn't show it. I don't know why, but it didn't show it. But she said it. And Laura wasn't at the beach. And when I got back home, I called Laura. I said, yo, Laura, why will you go and disrespect Caroline at my masterclass on the microphone? Caroline swore that Laura swore that she didn't do anything like that. That it's not true. She didn't do anything like that. Blah blah blah. It took me 6 hours. I called all my team. Oh yeah, go and dig all the contents of my masterclass. Look at the content. Listen very well. Try and find where Caroline is talking about that Laura disrespected her on the microphone. I didn't see anything like that. I looked into the footages.
Interesting.
I didn't find anything like that.
Very
Now, this
interesting.
show didn't show all that, but you are there trying to instigate things. So normally, when you come out and say, I didn't say anything about Laura, I didn't say anything about her, I don't know why she doesn't like me. Yo, you sent me to her. You cannot tell me someone said something at a program I organized and I brought two of you as speakers on the show, and you expect that I will not go and ask the girl. Then the girl now shows up, you're acting like, ugh, you did not say anything. So you see, there are too many politics going on and there's so many things going on. And when people now call me names, I'm like, really? But I won't blame them because it is what they are judging by what they are watching. They are not judging. They don't really know a lot of things that happens behind the scenes,
Tiana,
you know?
Yeah.
Tiana, let me
So
ask you a
everybody's
question.
just judging from what they are watching. But I feel maybe with time, the truth will happen. And
Tiana, can you hear
I'm a
me?
straightforward person. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. How many days do you guys film in a week?
We film 5 times a week. We
From
film
what
five
time to
times a
what
week for
time?
3 months. At times we film till late in the middle of the night.
Uh,
So imagine what it is for me to leave all my businesses, all my clients waiting for me, then go somewhere, we'll be waiting for people and all that, and you say I should not talk, I should not. What's that one?
I can absolutely imagine. And the reason why I was asking is because I can imagine the amount of footage the editors have to sit down now to put together a proper show. There are things that
you understand what I'm saying? It's a lot. They can't obviously edit everything.
It's not
you
possible.
say
because I edit myself.
Then,
so I can only
what's the
imagine
point
the
of
amount
it's
of
a
footage.
show. We all have signed a contract. You
Yes.
understand? You can't, unlike what Caroline is doing up and down now, is rubbish. You can't sign a contract, then come outside and start saying rubbish all about the place. Just to please yourself, maybe because you know you are fucked up inside the show somewhere there. You know, it's nonsense. We all signed the contract. Every time something happens, we all can't keep coming out and pointing fingers. Did we know before we went on the show?
Okay, are you guys allowed to talk about the show outside of the show? Or the contract?
We are not allowed to do that. So I don't know why she's doing that.
Because I asked you this because she said that she was not getting paid for this show. That she spent her own money to buy wardrobe for this show.
Aunty Fumi, can you listen to what she's saying? How can you go and say that you spent 30 million naira on a show that did not pay you? I will spend 30,000 naira money that if I put on my land, do you know where it will get to? I will go and leave my land. I will now allocate 30 million. To please who? Who do I want to please? Even the 30 million, I did not see it in her body. Because it's one of my boys that I trained that is styling her. I don't know what she's saying.
Yeah. Okay, let us come back.
If Caroline did not mention my name in all her stupid rants she went to rant, I'm sure I'll just leave her. People don't learn to leave their past in their past. They always want to bring their past in their future. They will not learn to leave me alone and just leave my name alone. Let's just do the show we came to do peacefully and just go. But no, they must drag you into their drama one way or the other. They must just drag me into drama I don't want to be. Someone told you she came to do business. You people want to do drama every time. At times, I'll even be quiet. I'll be looking at them. When Laura told me I was doing too much, I did this thing at Mariam's thing. What did I do? Wrong. I just ignored her.
Yeah.
But when I left there, and she messaged me, no, it's not about Mabinu. You can't publicly humiliate your friends.
That is true.
Then you feel when you need them, you pick them up. Do I look like a slave to you? Did I beg you for friendship? No, I didn't. She's saying her sister, when her sister had problems with me, she stood by me. Did I beg you? Your sister wrote nasty shit about me and my kids every time on her dirty blog. And I still chose to be your friend against everybody's wish, telling me, and I keep telling people, Laura is not Linda. So if I choose to be your friend, you need to fucking respect that. Don't disrespect me. You not disrespect me and you tell me, then who ganged up on who? They called me for a meeting. I went like everybody else. I don't have time to gang up on anybody. And and then Yabo said it, even your friend that is Toyin, you disrespect her. And I said, yo, I can speak for myself. And I told her, yo, Laura, this is what you did that I don't like. And she apologized and I kept quiet. So did she expect that maybe I'll go and be beating Caroline for her? Did Caroline mention my name? The fight she had between she and Caroline self, I don't think it was necessary. If they wanted to fight from WhatsApp, they should have gone to sort that. When you're dealing with your private life, your family, you need to think about your family, you need to think about children, you need to think about the people. It's not about you. It's not about tongues. It's not about who is right or who is wrong. And these were
Tiana,
things I said on the show, but I did not say it. I said
Tiana,
it. See, we all have kids. All this behavior you people are doing, this movie we are all watching is there for life. It is not just one episode and they will delete it. No. Your children will watch it.
Yeah.
Better know that
Tiana,
one.
let me ask you. Let me ask you. The WhatsApp group, did you guys have the WhatsApp group from the very beginning? Or was this WhatsApp group made during the show, halfway through the show? I ask this because one thing that I do applaud you for is that you just had a baby. So for you to be waiting left and right to go to Abuja for 6 hours did not make sense. If there was a WhatsApp group there in place where the girls could have said, you know what, I'm running late, don't go to the airport right away. You guys go ahead, do what you got to do, this, that, and the other. But
I think now at that time, we didn't, no, Aunty Fumi, we didn't have that WhatsApp group then. The WhatsApp group was created even after all this drama. We didn't have the
What?
WhatsApp group then. The WhatsApp group was created because of this same communication issue we all had, that somebody would say they gave her this time and somebody else would say they gave her this time and that time. So we didn't have the WhatsApp group then. And as at this time that went to Abuja, I was still breastfeeding. And that morning, my daughter Tiana landed Nigeria that very morning. So I and Tiana literally met like outside, packed her things. I said, you know what? I don't have time to even welcome you. Just get into the car and let's go and chill in Abuja. We'll meet there. But she couldn't even go with me on the private jet because there was no space. So she had to fly a commercial to come meet me there. So
yes, I saw her there.
You know, we waited for almost 6-7 hours. Then we getting there, I realized I would have even stayed at home to chill with her more instead of just coming here to sit down. So Caroline comes and I said, yo, what's going on? She was like, wait, what did they tell you I was sick? I'm like, how will I know that you are sick? You have to tell me if you are sick. Now, you know, they might not show few things, but there can't be an action without it can't be a reaction without an action. You understand? Yeah. And most of the time when they show me is when I'm going off or I'm saying how I feel or I'm saying something and I'm like, okay now. And Toyin is the agenda, no problem. I will take it like that. No problem.
Well, you're not the agenda. You're not the agenda. I know what agenda means.
That's how it seems to people. That's how it seems to people, you know. So I'm like, okay, fine.
Can I ask you the question? I want to bring down the temperature because I know that there's a lot of feelings, right, that's going on in this situation, and I appreciate it as much as it's good for our podcast that you know, but I want to bring down the temperature a little bit, and I want to talk about something that you shared with us last episode that I felt like you talked about your domestic violence stuff, and I don't want to re-traumatize you, but it was so powerful when you talked about that. I saw you in such a different light. And I just want you to know that you speaking up about this issue that a lot of people face, but they're ashamed to speak up about, that you probably inspired so many people. And I just want to make sure that you know that. And I want to take us away from kind of all the bad feelings and stuff like that, and just let you know that, you know, you are representing yourself on that show, your business, and not only your business, but you're also giving people a voice. And I have to commend you for speaking up because emotional and mental abuse is important to discuss, and thank you for doing that. And I just want to give you your flowers.
I didn't really want
on
to
that.
go into it. I can't really remember what happened. I think it was a conversation about someone that abused someone. Then it came up. If you notice, you will never see anything online about it.
I know.
Even when people troll me about my kids having different dads, I would never say anything negative about their dads or my experience. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because whether I like it or not,
they're the dads.
Yes, and I, for sure, even when the dads are not available, I reach them, I disturb them, I take the child there, or go there. That's me. Even when the person is bad or the person troll me, I would never. I might get upset privately, but I would never put anything out there publicly about my life. So talking about that a bit, you know, still took me back. I didn't really want to go into it because I feel like if you start talking about this thing too deep now, people will start pointing fingers. Is it this one? I know I've said something once. Then one of them called me and said, they are tagging me that it's me you are talking about. Like, you know, you are not the one I'm talking about. Is this other person I'm talking about? So it's always a mess for me trying to talk about it because there's no way I talk about it that I will not hurt someone.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
I totally understand. Yeah.
You know what?
I'm happy.
These are things that I went through that broke me. It really broke me, but I stood up every time. There was one time, you know, like even this particular one, Caroline was involved in it. And I literally lost everything I had because of Caroline. And because I was standing up for her and covering up for her. And I told myself at this time, she apologized to me years after, but because she didn't understand what was even going on, because we were used in the game too. But after a while, I pray to God that, God, you know why? At times you have to use some people you have to use some people against us to open our eyes in a situation where we don't even want to leave. And we have to force ourselves to leave that situation. And when you leave that situation and you actually acquire more and gain more without relying on that certain person, you will now know that, yes, you could even actually do these things by yourself and you didn't even know. So at times I tell most of these people, I thank them. I'm not angry. I thank them because if not for them, I won't be where I am today. I won't be independent. I won't have chased my empire because I literally, everything that particular person did, I lost it. I lost my home. I was at a point, I was living in an hotel with my daughter. After living in the hotel with my daughter was when I met my second. Then I got pregnant again in the process. So I didn't even have time to heal from that situation before I jumped into another one. And it took me another 2 years to get out of that as well. It was like an abuse to an abuse. It was so bad for me. And the only thing I could do for myself then was just to focus on my business. And I had this idea of bringing all my businesses together, opening up under Tiana Space Empire, putting it in one, and just strive from there and moved on. And that was it for me until today. You know, I'm doing well. I'm happy. I have a relationship with all my kids' dads, because if I'm not doing well, these people won't even talk to me. They will even see me and spit on me. You understand? They will just look at me and not even try and listen to me. The best revenge is just success.
Success, yes. Aunty Fumi.
For ourselves, just to succeed and just move on and stop crying over spilled milk. So when I saw Carol come back into the show, confiding in someone and telling the person all these things about me, it opened up new ones for me. And I'm like,
I'm sorry.
You know
I'm sorry about that. Aunty Fumi, you had a question.
It got to a time I withdrew and I wasn't saying much on the show because I was very hot. I was extremely hot. And I just told myself that I'm just going to be here for while this show lasts. But after a while, things will keep happening. So people don't see this side. And when this person does this, it just triggers old wounds. I have so many scars. I have so many tattoos on my body that I covered up. I'm covering up scars. I've been in hospital for almost a month because I was hot and beat up, kicked in the stomach, wounded by this same person. And this person knows about half of these things. And now seeing you try to open, we all went through so many things that we're ashamed of talking about. So many of us are ashamed of talking about what we went through in the hands of the people that we love. But see, I know I come out every time and preach to moms that, you don't have to hate your baby daddies. You don't have to hate the father of your children. You know, my first husband, the man didn't do anything to me. Today, we are still best friends. I just felt, okay, I was still young. I wanted to move on. Till today, we are still cool. He never hurt me, not once. But other relationships that I've had as outside that have been so disastrous to me. And I had to fend for myself, fight for myself and my kid. At a point, my daughter would see me being beat up, being strangled, and she'll be crying, telling me, no, this person. When the person even tries to come close, she runs away. So imagine how traumatized my child would have been at that time. And now, looking back and looking at those things, and I'm looking at these children, would I even want to get married again? No, I would not want to get married again. I would not even want to be near any man. But I come out every day now, I tell people, don't say because of your bad experience, continuous bad experience, you give up on love and you give up on the right people that can love you right. Not until when I met my last husband did I even know that there was something that could because people can love you but still not love you with your flaws. When you finally love, that's when somebody loves you with your flaws and just love everything about it. Somebody that can look you in the eye and tell you, my wife, you are wrong, go. This thing you are doing is fuck up. You are very wrong. Stop it. The person will tell you the truth and you finish your fight and move on like nothing happened. So for me, it's been an healing process. And for women that have been sending me messages, telling me, Tiana, I'm going through this. What should I do? My husband, I'm like, you can leave. When I left, I had nothing. I will not lie to you. I started, it's like I literally lost everything and started my life back from scratch. I didn't have a roof on my head. I had nothing. I didn't even have where to go. It was just few help I had from people that I used in getting myself back up again. So, and which is why I tell women that rely on men too, like, stop relying on men too much for things. Even when my friends that have husbands, I tell them, you're not going to find work to do. You'll be sitting there at home. I'm sorry, housewife should not come after me because I'm saying it how it is. Even if you are an housewife, your husband might run into a problem at a point in time and you might just need to be a support system. And after that time, maybe you would have just You would have forgotten yourself
Yes.
and you would just be rearing kids. And when he has problem, you won't be able to fill in the space at least for a bit, you know.
It's not
Hello?
even necessarily a question. Yes, it's not necessarily a question. It's more an
Hello?
affirmation. Tina, can you hear me? It's more of an affirmation as opposed to a question. I find Tiana to be such a star, and I'm giving her her flowers now because it's your strength that makes you so very attractive. And that's a God given gift, the tenacity to keep on going regardless of the challenges. And that is why I admire you so much, because we are very similar in that way. Against all odds, you were still able to pull yourself through. And you are now a voice for so many to say that we can do this. You can do this because here I am. I'm not better than any one of you, but what I do have is drive. What I do have is passion. What I do have is strength that I will dig deep down inside of me, and I will keep pushing through. And that builds character.
And here, just to add to what she was saying, yeah, she didn't want to talk about it and everything, but it kind of gave a lot of women out there hope.
It has to. It has to give people hope, because the thing is that she's on a platform, and so everybody can see her from that platform, and she uses that opportunity to let girls know that I'm also scarred. I also have these bullet holes, and I am able to push through. If I can, you can. Nobody is better than the other. It's just that life, for all of us, we all have a story to tell, whether we like it or not. And that is why I said, Tiana, you are right on the mark. Because I also went through terrible relationships, and I refused to get married until I met the right one. And that was why I married at 40. It wasn't that I was proposed to for the first time at 40. No, it was that I said yes, finally at 40, because I had met the right guy that I said, this is my partner in life. Because when
we all love Ula.
Thank you, my darling. Thank you so very much. So the thing is that you have a basket of jelly beans in these girls. This one said that one said this. I try to remove from myself from all of that and say, what are the qualities all of the girls have? Because they clash. But what are their flowers? Because all of them have flowers. But Tiana was a little bit more stand out for me because she really was about her business. She really was about her children. She promoted her business on her person. There was no time she didn't talk about what she was doing. There was such a passion and drive there, and I felt that if the channel had gone in a different direction, the show, it would really have shown the entrepreneurship for girls to learn from. I wanted to see that than the fight. We understand the fight, but I wanted to see, for example, how Laura was having a collaboration with her beautiful girlfriend to have a collection fashion show. I wanted to see the sketches. I wanted to see how they came together with the outfits. None of that was there.
I agree with you. And Toyin, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I'm back on now.
Yes, my love. Tiana, I was just saying that you are a powerhouse, and I never want you to forget that. Your bullet holes, your scars, they come with blessings, because just like when Jesus Christ was right there at the table, he was the one to be sacrificed. He didn't want to go. He said, no, choose somebody else. God chose you because he said, I will give you life. I will give you children. I will give you a very, very long and colorful life. But along this life, you will tell your story that in turn will teach so many others. I have so many children. I have to have prefects amongst you so that you can teach the younger ones that are coming behind, because I have to take care of this, that, or whatever. And so I was telling the girls that what I loved about you was that you always pushed your business. You always pushed your brand. I love the relationship you have with Lens Lord, because that is me and Ula. Ula takes all the pictures. He does all of the over 600 shows. He does all of the filming. You have found your partner. You have found your friend that loves you regardless. And so when you have these people that say things about you, it's a fabulous thing. You know why? because our enemies always keeps us in the news. If it's not for our enemies, then who?
She said that she's always in the news. That's why she had. I think she
That's
made
it.
a
And
dress
she
out
is
from
the
that.
news. She
Yeah,
is
she
the
is
news.
the news.
And she
She
made the
made a
dress
dress.
out of that. Yes.
Everything. If I cough, you will see it there. Anything
Uh-huh.
is there. You
That
know.
is it. Yeah.
But
And
tell you,
people
can
feel
you
like
understand the part? I think the episode where you asked Caroline what happened between her and her husband. You can understand why she was uncomfortable talking that on the camera.
why was she uncomfortable? Yeah.
Tiana, did you
Yes,
ask
ma'am.
that question because Caroline came late to the airport and you were pissed off at her?
And people,
And tell
there's
the
a lot.
truth.
There's a lot you don't know. I am going to speak the truth. There's a lot you don't know.
Okay, tell
Caroline
us.
actually accused me of destroying her marriage
What?
years back. It was 12 years ago. And she still went out publicly recently and said we were not friends. Well, I mean, I approve. Laura, I always approve. So I don't have time for her yet. Until she stand in front of me, then she will know. She actually did that and sent me messages. We had a big fight. Then my ex is still our ex-husband's friend, and she said so many things. Which even recently I had to put a call to my ex and asked him that, yo, what is this thing I'm hearing? She said I said this, said that, brought this nonsense back to this gathering again. Something that has happened 12 years ago. You brought it back to this gathering again, and in this gathering you are still pointing fingers at somebody else too, that she's the person. So that means it's plenty people. So please, Aunty Fumi, if you accuse me of ruining your marriage and we are over it, so now it's been 12 years, Aunty Fumi, 12 years. It's been
Yes.
12 years. Why bring that conversation to that gathering again, and you are telling your friends and your friends are telling my friends till it got to my ears? If you say something like that about me, I will ask you publicly. So if I ask you publicly, that's same publicly. I'm like that. So we are all different. We are all raised different. My mentality is different from anybody else. Exactly what I did to her is exactly what I did to Laura now. That everybody is angry. If you embarrass me publicly, that same publicly I'll treat your fuck up. If anything you do to me, I would, because she publicly went to tell these people in this same gathering that it was because of me this happened to her, and it is a lie. She and
Of
I know that
course.
that's not true. She
Yeah.
knew exactly what happened. And this thing that happened was what I told you that cost me my own relationship then as well. So she knew these things. We are over it. We have had other children after then. Why can't you keep our past in our past? Why are you bringing our past into our present? So that day I was fucking pissed off with her. And I said, this girl, today, I want you to prove it in front of everybody here that thing you said is a lie. So I expected that, Shebi, Aunty Fumi, if I'm the cause of the problem, if I ask you publicly, Aunty, what happened? Shebi, if I'm the one you go and ask, I'll say, are you mad? Is it not you? Why are you asking me that kind of thing here? I'll disgrace you. Yes. I will tell everybody what happened. So she's just being an hypocrite. Forget that shit. Like I said, people don't know anything. People don't know what's between me and her. They're just judging from what they are watching. I came to the show with a peaceful heart, and God knows, on my kids, I came there with a pure heart. But this girl, she's someone that pushes your buttons behind closed doors. Then she will fold her hands and be looking at you and make you look like a mad person. You understand? That's exactly what is going on. So I don't blame people that are insulting me, wagging tongues. Maybe with time, when they know the truth, they will realize that they are very wrong, and they'll actually feel sorry for all the things they've been saying. Because I don't deserve all the nonsense. This thing has been in my past.
Yeah, no, Toyin, that was when episode 6 was when I actually, first time ever, dragged, I was like, I can't believe Toyin is doing this. Why is she, no, episode 5, why is she doing this, blah, blah, blah. But I'm glad that you explained it. And there's a lot of hurt there, and I don't want hurt on this. I want us to have fun. So,
yes, but I absolutely understood that very, very quickly, because of course, Fumi Nation lets me know what is going on with Real Housewives of Lagos, and I was beginning to very quickly realize that there were a lot of things that were happening behind the scenes that was not really coming onto the show, just like Tiana said. So when Tiana said that, for me, like you said, it was extremely out of character, because up until then, she is fun. It was about her business, her children, So I wanted to know, I knew that something triggered and we did not see it. That was why I wanted to know, how many hours do these girls film in a day? How many days are they filming this? Because it gets really exhausting, most especially when you now have to be waiting for other people to film. It's like torture, you know? So now I get it. So what I want to ask now is, when is the reunion coming to play? And if the reunion comes to play, will all of this be aired out?
I
I hope
hope
so,
so.
because obviously the reunion will also be edited, and they can't show a whole lot of things. But I hope it touches everything is meant to touch. Hopefully, because when you hear say this person said this, and the person is not standing in front of you,
Correct.
is another thing. So,
Yeah.
like me now, I would not like to go into full details until this person stands in front of me and still, there are some people that when they're lying, they believe their own lies, and they make it so believable to people that I'm gonna put the blame on you. You are the blame. You are the cause. You are this. You are that. They are very good at that. But it's another thing for people to see through them through the lens of their TV. You can we are six of us. We are a lot of us on this same show. They've jammed heads, they've done so many things, and it got to I learned. I won't lie to you, I learned so many things. My husband tells me all the time, your mind is too free. You think it's everybody that has your mind. You have to always be guarded. You have to just be guarded. Don't trust anybody. Just be by yourself. Make your children your friends and trust in them.
Is Lance
And
Gord
so
the same as my husband? I feel like we're married to the same people
Yeah.
because
I'm
my
so
husband
selfless. He's
tells
the
me the
one that is
same
always
Bipolar.
thing.
looking out for me. He's the
Yeah,
one
my
that's
husband
always
tells
looking
me
out
the
for me,
same
always
thing.
correcting me, always tell. Even when
Yeah,
I'm wrong, you tell me, go and apologize to this person. You are wrong. This is not. Explain to this person like this. No, no, no. He tells me the truth, and having someone like that in my life is a blessing. Even when
It's
I'm
such a
sad,
balance. Yeah.
there are days that I watch the show that I'll cry myself to sleep. I'll wake up, I'll
I'm
cry again. I'll be
sorry.
very upset that why would they portray me in this kind of way? That this is not why, this is not what I said. This is not this. This is not that. Why would they do this?
Okay.
Then next
Yeah.
thing, he'll tell me, yo, Toyin, this is a show. Just try and focus. Do you know what it was? My baby was still very small while I was
Yes,
I
shooting this.
know.
I
Like
know.
she's just 9 months today. She's still
Wow.
very,
Wow.
very, yeah. So imagine, having to leave my kids, still coming back to struggle with my businesses, all my clients that I've left behind, then picking up again. This is the same business that is feeding me and my fam. Thank God my husband has a very good job as well that is helping out. But if not,
Yes.
if all the time that I wasn't working, that I went to sit down in London. In London, you spend before I say how much I spent, they'll say, "Hey, Fiona, oh, see, paro."
Oh my God. Oh my
you know,
goodness.
it's not that easy.
So
No
are you
matter
going to
how
come for season 2?
Please come.
Toyin, is that the truth? Are you coming for
Aunty
season
Fumi,
2?
Aunty Fumi, Aunty Fumi,
Oh yeah, do and
I
come
know
Toyin,
now.
you.
Toyin, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Like you keep on talking about production, editing a lot of stuff, which
Yeah.
I've actually called that production in the past. Watching some episodes, and I could see that most of the dramas, that we are watching, we don't even know the generation, like the origin of the dramas. So I've kind of called them
No,
out on
but
that.
I would no on this part. I feel because of what you said now, I feel that was why production had to post those messages from the WhatsApp group. Because if we had all come and start talking this what happened in a WhatsApp group, nobody will believe it or know the gravity of those things. And this was
Yes.
Yeah.
what the production was always complaining about, that you guys, you people will fight at the back. You will now come to the show and you will not understand what's going on. So there were loads of
I
things that
see.
they were also struggling as
Uh-huh.
well. So I'm sure that most times maybe it's not like they purposely do those things. It's just won't be able to string things together.
Yes.
You
Okay.
understand?
How long
But
ago was the show
obviously
filmed?
there are loads of things that they will edit out. Maybe it's not important, or maybe
Yeah.
today now on this episode there was some parts where someone said, "Oh, that I came to the gathering to call Laura house," and I'm like, "What?" There was Iyabo sat there. She said it. She told all of us
Yeah.
that we're calling this meeting for peace. And while she was trying to say, she said, even Toyin, and I don't even think she meant it in a very bad way. Like, even Toyin, that is your friend, you disrespected her. And I told her, I can talk for myself. Oh. And I faced Laura. I said, Laura, I said, nobody should talk for me. I can talk for myself. Laura, this is what you did. And I did not like it. And she apologized immediately. And I said, okay, no problem. And I kept quiet. But when I was going to watch it, I didn't see that part. I said, I can talk for myself. So it just looked like I just came and started talking about
although I don't think
she did at the dinner, blah, blah, blah.
Yabo meant to be vindictive.
And,
I don't think so.
It takes only a strong friend to look their friend in the eye and tell them, Auntie, this is your attitude. What I was interfering to was not our issue with Caroline. Our issue with Caroline is the messages they sent to each other. We were not even into that. What we were talking about then was a continuous rudeness at people's gathering, at people. She did it at my daughter's lunch.
Event, yeah.
She did it at my daughter's lunch. She kept sipping on drinks. I kept telling her that, yo, this attitude you're doing.
Okay, I want to give Laura a little bit of a pass in the sense that when you are pregnant, you're not all the way there. I don't know why she did the show. Did she do the show in the first? Were they filming the show in her first trimester?
We can't confirm or affirm that she's pregnant.
She's sleeping.
Just assume she's pregnant.
Toyin,
I'm back on
here
again.
Yes,
good, thank you.
I was saying that is Laura pregnant, and was she pregnant during the show?
I don't know, to be very honest. I don't know.
Okay.
I just know that episode 1, she said something about soon to be whatever. It looks like she may be pregnant. I don't know. But Aunty Fumi, like you said, not Aunty Toyin, because Toyin and I are like the same. We're age mates. We're not about to call Toyin, make her feel older. But I mean, Aunty Fumi,
don't make me feel old though.
I know. But Aunty Fumi with Laura and whether she was pregnant or not, obviously it's something that production has not said, and they have not announced it. So at the end of the day, we have to assume she's not pregnant, even though her and her husband just did a picture that was pretty clear that she's pregnant and they're going to announce it. And you know how Nigerians are. Auntie, yes. I knew you were pregnant until you announced it 8 months. And I was like, I can't say anything about Aunty Fumi being pregnant because, I know how we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because for me,
because I wanted to understand Laura's attitude. I thought perhaps that made sense. She was pregnant. She was nauseous. She was having morning sickness. Then I was saying to myself, then why did she come onto the show in that shape? Because it's tasking for anybody. Let alone if you are
does
pregnant.
Pregnancy make people behave like that or isolate themselves?
No, what I'm saying is that I was thinking that part of it could be that she was tired, she was exhausted, she wasn't her complete and absolute self.
Actually, for me, pregnancy has nothing to do with Laura's attitude.
Okay,
her reactions, she overreacted in some cases, and aside that,
she was very defensive about her sister Linda. Also,
Yes.
No, and
Auntie have had in the past pregnant women. Like people have been they get pregnant while filming the show. Pregnancy cannot stop you from filming the show or being a part of the show. So it's not even an excuse.
An excuse. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay.
Can I also add here?
Yes.
With Laura and. She's exhausting. Laura's exhausting. And you can ask OG. I'm exhausted by Laura. And I can't imagine how the cast, like the ladies, feel filming with Laura. She's exhausting. Pregnant or not. I've been pregnant before. I've never been.
And it is actually also exhausting looking out for her all the time, making sure she's happy. I hope you know that.
I said that in my last episode.
Toyin is not my friend. Meanwhile, right from day one, she threw me under the bus. From episode 1, this girl went to say, I told her something.
And I was dragging
and you call yourself my friend. Really? And you want me to look out for you. And I've always looked out for her. At her back, I always stand up for her too. Every time. I got tired of her nonsense. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
The low blow was at Mariam's dinner. And there was something I said on episode, I think it was 7, but a lot of people didn't listen. You know, it's like when I talk, most people don't listen. Diaries. I said, this is the last time I will ever care about Laura. Did you hear that?
You said that. I heard that, and I knew.
Mariam's dinner table.
Said it, and I said it, and I'm someone that when I say things, I know at times I come out funny, but when I say things, I mean them. I said
and
it.
You said something else. You said something else that I caught, and I don't know if a lot of people. No, you said something else. You said that when this whole Caroline thing comes out, Shebi, you guys are not going to tell me that I did not tell you that I told you that Caroline is not who she was. You said that in your confessional.
Yes, but see, there's something now. Because I and Mariam used to be very old friends, people would definitely think that maybe like Mariam, now when she comes to the show, I'll poison Mariam's heart. And that was something I didn't do to Iyabo. I didn't do to Mariam. I didn't do it to anyone. I never really went into details about Caroline with them. I wanted them to judge Caroline by themselves and meet them, warm up to each other. There was no time I'd ever told someone, I hate Caroline, go and fight Caroline for me. No, I can fight my battles by myself. I didn't want to bring all that energy. There were loads of things that happened. You know, even there was something Caroline said that we had a shoot and Laura was rude. Laura literally ruined the shoot, walked out on the set. Yes, I understand Laura at times. She has some points that she makes and tell me, oh, Toyin, this is what's going on behind the scenes. I'm not happy. And I buy some reasons with it, but with the attitude. So I'm not supporting these people. You guys have issues. Yes, you fall out, you fight. And there are lots of times, me too, I say things about Caroline and I get pissed. Like when I said she was a follower, everybody was looking at me like, why would you go and say she's a follower? And I said it again, like she is a follower. Because we are all on a show. Why can't you just stand by yourself? Show up by yourself. Do your thing by yourself. Everything you do is revolve around Chioma. Are you not supposed to be a strong woman by yourself? Why are you forming gang and doing things, ganging up against somebody doing this? And I always used to stand up for Laura and say, yo, I feel it's because you people don't like this girl that are doing this. I say a lot of things.
I don't know. So, Toyin, can I ask you a quick question? I don't know how the ladies could have filmed a show with Laura, knowing that Laura is Linda's sister and she would take back anything back to Linda. I would be scared. If I were you guys, I'd be scared. You know, like
okay. Now let me correct you. Let me correct you on that.
Yeah.
In sincerity, we all did not know ourselves.
Yes,
they made us sign the contract. I almost didn't sign the contract because I'm like, if you do not tell me who the cast members are, I'm not going to come on this show. It's not possible I blindly go on a show. What if I don't like the people? What if I don't flow with them? So my daughter's launch, forget what Laura is going on the show to make it seem as if Toyin invited me here. Why did she tell me they are coming? Yo, motherfucker, the show's brought us together. I don't have a choice than to tolerate everyone that comes around me. The producers brought us together. I do not have a choice. So that was the same day I saw Caroline was on the show as well.
Wow. Okay.
That was the same day. At least Chioma's own, we already had the launch at her place. So obviously I planned it with her. We already know that, yes, I'm doing my daughter's thing at her place. So I knew Caroline was on it with few other people. That was the day I knew they were on it. I did not know anybody else was on it.
Okay.
Maria was my +1 on the show, so she ended up being a cast on the show.
Okay.
When we went to Abuja,
I've actually ruled out a lot of questions I have for you because you kind of have made this a lot of things clear.
Yes, very clear. Yes.
Now, he's making it seem because she said I should have told her I was inviting them. How will I tell you I was inviting them? Are you okay? Why are you lying?
When you don't know. Yeah, when you don't know. Okay.
You understand? So
yeah,
it was more or less like a surprise, and it's a show. And we all just have to deal with it because...
And we're enjoying the show. I'm sorry.
And at the end of the day, I love the cast. You know why I love the cast? Because in 100 years, you can never think that the producers will bring all of us with different kind of backgrounds. See, if somebody is a culprit in this country, it is Linda that is a culprit in this country. Linda used to be the gist lover of then. There's nothing she has not written about me. Seth, I publicly called her out at the time. She wrote something and somebody went in the comment section. I wrote something nasty about my 9-year-old child then. So I called her out. She called me. We settled this, blah, blah, blah. After that, she still wrote many things. There are loads of times my ex-husband will beat me up because of Linda's blog. But I put those things, and I'm not making it up. I have proof. I put those things aside and I met Laura by myself and I fell in love with her. See, forget this act that Laura is putting up on the show. Laura is another person entirely apart from the show. I can assure you that. Laura is a very
So do
sweet
you think
girl.
so what Laura is doing on the show, is it for the show?
She's playing for the show. I can
Okay.
100% tell you that girl is just acting drama, and I'm tired of her silly drama.
Okay.
Maybe she just wants to be trending.
Okay.
She wants to be the hype of the
See.
show. Didn't Chioma say it at that gathering
Yes.
No,
that
Caroline said
Laura
it.
told her that
Caroline
she wants
said
drama?
it. Yeah. Caroline said that.
Yeah.
Chioma said it. Yeah.
That she
Yeah,
rather
because
do
I
drama
kind of
with them.
Correct. Yes.
And she
To
has
gain
never
more
gotten anywhere with that, but
popularity.
she told
kind of
them.
understand.
She told them, and
Laura.
Chioma grasped her to Caroline.
Correct. And Caroline repeated it.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
So
everyone's
obviously
messing.
that's
Okay,
what she
let's
came to sell, because she knows everybody will be talking about her. Then maybe at a point in time she will try. See, let me tell you something, Aunty Fumi. I'm sure you have watched Big Brother. Nigerians support bad attitude like nonsense.
Yeah, I know.
Nigerians, the way they support bad, they will see bad attitude like this. They'll be ailing the person, telling the person, "Oh, sorry, oh no." But meanwhile, when you do the same thing, they want to kill you for it. Now, this
Correct.
person humiliated me publicly and told me I'm doing too much. When I now told her off publicly too, you people say I'm not nice. Teacher doing funny.
It actually makes sense what you're saying, Toyin, because in different occasions, Laura has actually said that like in episode 1 or 2, I can't remember either of them, where she said, "Is she the drama?" Like,
no, it was episode 1. Episode 1. Episode 1.
Then again, her fashion show, she also came out that there was no drama because the person that brings the drama was not available.
So you see by yourself now.
Yes.
So as everybody and Nigerians, the episode 1 that I did my baby's launch, episode 2. That Yabadi beat something. Where they're not saying it's boring, it's boring. When they now started fighting, they say, "Yay, this show is toxic. Hey, this show is toxic."
And you know what it is, Toyin?
We
cannot.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna mute everybody because I want to. Aunty Fumi, you have a question that you want to ask, and I can tell you want to ask a question for Toyin. What is that question?
Toyin, I cannot wait for next episode where you guys go to Dubai. I cannot wait. I know it's going to be fire.
Dubai now, whoa.
And I know there's going to be fight over there. So how many episodes do we have left? We are now
13.
on 8. We have 13, so we got 5 more to go.
Auntie,
we have 4 more to go.
I don't know how many episodes.
5 more. 5 more.
Do you know at times I don't even know what will happen in the next episode?
So you are just watching it like us?
No, they are. Yes,
Auntie, God, I don't know anything. Even me, say maybe at times I would have said something I would have forgotten. Said then when they show it, I say, "Oh,
Toyin,
this is where they put it."
Toyin, can you help me?
At times they cut something from somewhere and put in another one. I'll be like, "Oh, okay." So,
Toyin, can you help me though? Because I can't get the show here in America. Can you? More. Let's say your badada, Shigmon.
But they're saying it on YouTube though.
People are
I know, but we can't say that, Aunty Fumi.
I know we can't say so.
We can't say that. Showmax, so please, I beg, Ona. I know if speak your badada, I know if speak pidgin.
You are trying very well.
I'm trying. I beg. Emma Binu,
so how have you been watching the show?
Auntie Toyin mo le sọ fún yín o.
She's been watching my episodes.
I've been watching Aunty Fumi. I've been watching Aunty Fumi and everybody.
I like Aunty Fumi's reviews. Aunty Fumi, I would say you have not been biased. Even me at times, stray bullets always miss me in your.
I collect it.
To you. Let me be honest with you. During Laura's fashion show, I have.
Toyin, more drag.
I have my problems, my issues with you. Like I was kind
because of the child.
Yes, I was really disappointed at that comment. There was no reason for you to even bring up your child at all.
Well, I will say it again, and I will tell you that was not what I said. What I said was, Laura did not even know that our child walked the wrong way. I was the one that told her, when they finished, did you know that your son? I recorded the boy with my phone. What I said was,
I saw you doing that.
Oh, were you there?
No. I saw the picture. I saw you recording on the show. I'm not in Nigeria.
The boy. Okay, so now I told on the show, I said, "Oh my God, if I knew that the kids were allowed to walk the wrong way. If I knew the kids were walking the wrong way, I would have brought Starboy for them. Sure, you know that Starboy is number one on the wrong way now. He's good. He will do his full split. He will do his this for them. When I watched the show, what I saw immediately was they showed that boy, and next thing they showed where I said, no, I would have, I'm like, I was so mad.
Oh, they ignited the fire. It was a lie.
I had to do a write-up on my page.
Auntie,
this had to do with a child. And I'm a mother. I love kids. I pick kids from the street. I train them. I put them on my runway. I like, you can't possibly just want to portray me like that.
No.
You understand? Like, it's very, very bad. It was very bad. And I felt so bad, like, wow. So even me, when I watched it, it seemed like I was talking down that child, like that child wasn't good enough and my child was the best, blah, blah, blah. And me, there's one thing I do very well. If you know me, I hype my children. Oh. Hey, if I'm hyping like this, and I don't only hype my children, I hype other people's kids. So if and I said, oh, so cute. The next thing I'm seeing another thing. And I'm like, oh no, this is not nice. This is not nice. I had to do a write-up about it. And I felt so off. I was so hot for 2 days. I cried. I was hot, like, no, it's not right. This is not it. Then, you know, the next thing, they're not making it seem like I'm not supportive. Do you know I was the one that gave Laura the idea for Iyabo and the daughter to walk the wrong way for her?
Okay. No, now it's coming to pass.
Yes, I gave her that idea when we were going to Abuja. I said I was going to walk the wrong way for her. I said, do it. Let all the housewives even walk the wrong way for you. I said that to her. And she was like, we don't want. I said, why not? We're all here support each other. Tell them they might do it for you. Blah, blah, blah. So later, when she now told me she was collaborating with somebody, excuse me, I have my own brand. If you're collaborating with someone, I cannot be collaborating to helping somebody on their own way. It's not your solo show. If your solo show, what is stopping me from being on that wrong way for her? Nothing. So later, when I now saw that they're not really showing how I gave this girl support, and she even told me, come and judge the show for me. Toyin, tell me the truth. So there was no place. Please, did you see any place I said Laura's collection was shit? Laura's collection was not nice. Laura's collection, no. I said when I saw the pieces, I knew this was exactly Laura. Laura likes simple clothes. It doesn't mean that they are not nice. That's what she likes. Her style, my own style is over the top. It's gaga gaga.
I know. You said the blazer. The blazer was your thing.
The blazer is the only thing I can wear because that's my style. But there was no time I ever said that collection was bad. Chama said it was bad. Caroline said it was bad. Did you hear me say those things or use those words?
I actually didn't hear Caroline say it was bad. Rather, it was this last episode she said something.
Why didn't
show itself? She didn't say it was bad.
No, why did she say it was bad? No, she didn't say it was bad. She said, "Is this what we use 6 hours to come and wash?"
Yes.
So what does that mean? Excuse me. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
But let me ask you, why didn't Mariam walk the runway? I'm sure maybe that was why Laura.
No, Mariam was very tired. I think she was hungover that day because I asked her, and she was very tired. She had to just literally drag herself there because I know I asked her.
Because why I asked is that I was saying that why would Laura go to Mariam's dinner and behave that way? Did she have a chip on her shoulder because Mariam did not walk the runway for her?
No, Aunty Fumi, I don't think so. Because if it was that, maybe she would have said something. No, Laura was very happy after that runway show. She was very, very happy. She was bubbly. So I feel it was more or less about the lateness that irritated her. I felt it was the lateness. And even before, do you know Laura got there? Me, see, Auntie Emi Okinparo, I'll say the truth how everything is. Laura got there before all of us. So when nobody was there, she now left and went to her friend's house, Susan Chanel or something. She went to the girl's house in the same estate and said they should call her when they're ready. So when I and Iyabo came waiting, she now came back again. So I'm sure she was very irritated. You understand? Now in this episode, they showed where I was saying, Caroline is devil, don't offend her, and what she said was too much, blah blah blah. But they did not show me in that sitting where I told Caroline that but these things you said was too much. They didn't show me. So it was more or less like, it looked like I sat down there and I just went to say, why did you say this about me? What you did was wrong, blah, blah, blah. And what I was talking about that she did that was wrong was that insult. She insulted me on the table and how she was rude in Mariam's house. So
Interesting.
I hope you know
Yeah.
that. I hope you know it's not Caroline's fight. I didn't put my mouth in their fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what she
Yeah.
wanted me to do was to be insulting Caroline for her.
No,
No.
to be honest with you, at the end of the day, the fight is over, and Toyin, I'm bringing all of us back to normal. Toyin, your daughter was like 5 or 6 months old, breastfeeding, and you had to do all of this. And I have to say, kudos to you for showing what like supreme mom should be. I'm not
But
lucky
there was
enough.
a time, there was a fight we had at a meeting that Caroline told me that, come on, get out. You're not the only one that have a 5-month-old, that you'll be talking every time that you have a 5-month-old.
But no one
Wow.
else had a 5-month-old, and so at the end of
I
the
couldn't
day,
have done
And
it.
it
No
wasn't
way.
aired on the
I couldn't.
show.
Yeah, she
I couldn't
did
No
do
that,
it.
way.
but it was a private meeting and it wasn't on the show. So you people need to
Yeah.
know that there were things that she had done to me outside of the show that maybe on the show I will not just tolerate her. But guess what? Her saving grace was that Mariam's dinner. I already promised Mariam that, Mariam, I'm coming to your house. I promise you, whatever issue I have with anyone, I'll put it aside and
Yeah.
I'll make your day a wonderful day for you.
So
Mariam's
we're gonna
dinner, I
play.
was problem free. And that was
Yeah.
why
So
when Laura, see me that I know, when Laura said you are doing too much, I would have turned it into a fight. But I joked about it, I left it. It pained me. Oh, do me
I know he pained you because you said, "Ma binu, I'm leaving you alone."
oh, do me go. It pained me. It pained me. I just used my inner mind, tell myself, say, if I cause problem in Mariam, so Mariam has already begged me and told me, Toyin, don't
Yeah.
do any fight here. Don't. She purposely told me that, and I said no. I will make Mariam happy. I will not bring any drama to her house. And I drank a lot, forgot all my problem, was happy, danced with them, sang with them, played, went to my house.
So okay, thank you.
It's
Like
what
I'm
is
glad that
on the show.
we get all of this, but I want us to like go into. So you guys, I'm minister of enjoyment. I've been drinking. I've been drinking. I've been drinking.
I'm
So
gonna go get my own drink too. I beg, give
exactly
me
like I
anything.
mean, where is Les Lord? Give her a drink, please. Like this
He
is
traveled actually out of the
oh.
country.
I need somebody to give Tiana a drink because this is the after party. We're supposed to have fun.
Yeah.
And
What
Yeah.
are you drinking?
I'm drinking rum and fruit punch because it's noon here in New
Oh,
York
I'm
City
on
and I'm
medication. I
drunk.
can't drink that. I can't drink that.
Okay.
So
Well, drink
I
something
have
won't.
to
else.
finish my wine. I have a wine, a
I'll drink
leftover that
Okay.
I'm
Heineken. I'll
drinking.
drink
So I
Okay.
have
Heineken.
to
So
finish it.
let's play a game because I don't want us to like bad energy. We Tiana, we love you. Toyin, we love you.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been to your business, and I didn't
Listen,
even know it was you. Me or Mokwe Enyini, right?
Don't
So
don't
that's
say
why
Yoruba.
you're
Don't say Yoruba. Don't tell you long. Please don't bring Chioma way here. Don't speak
no, but
English. Don't speak Yoruba.
Emi Omo Yoruba ni
I
mi.
don't even
Shegba.
know why she tried. She makes an
No,
effort
no,
to
no,
speak
mom,
Yoruba.
I'm
See
trying.
that?
I'm trying. Emi Omo Yoruba, mo ma gbọ́ Yoruba. Ṣùgbọ́n mo lè sọ Yoruba dáadáa. Am I?
But you're trying. You're trying.
I'm
Anyway,
trying. So we're gonna play a game with Aunty Fumi and Toyin.
Okay.
And we want to diffuse the energy, and
Yes.
Toyin, I understand, and just so you know, we love you. We drag you too. Don't get me wrong, Toyin, I drag you. But when you said fit
God forgive you. God forgive you. God forgive you.
but
sorry, I have to ask Tony a question before we go into the game.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
let's go, ask her the question and then quickly because we're going into this game and we're cleaning up all of this bad energy
Oh
that
yes.
we've had
Oh
and
yes.
we're going.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes. Tony, did you get
Yes.
paid for the show?
Is that the question you
Hey,
want to ask me?
Yes, baby.
Eh?
hey,
See, let me tell you the truth. Obviously, we are 6 of us. The money for each person is different. If you are bringing this actor now, and you are bringing the other actor, their fees are different, and we are not even allowed to disclose what they paid me or what they paid her. If you come and gossip with me now that they did not pay us, I'll say, really? Oh, how much did they pay you? That's how much they paid me too. That's what I'll tell you. She cannot say that she did not collect anything from them.
I
Me, I
honestly don't.
collected money from them. Oh, I cannot lie. Oh.
That is true. You
Okay. Okay,
negotiated your
good. Good to
contract.
know.
Everybody's
So
contracts are not.
I will leave all my businesses, Abby. I'll leave all my businesses. I'll leave my children. I'll go on a show for 3 months, 5 days a week. No time. Lose all that money then for nothing, Abby. Then
And come
Matuala
and
not
stay
30 million
here.
naira on top. Hey,
Hey,
Oh
way.
Yeah.
So,
my
Toyin,
God. Auntie
no,
Fumi,
and
you have
so
something to say.
Huh?
Yeah, you have something to say. You have something to contribute.
She answered my question because I had asked her earlier, did she get paid? Because Caroline had insisted that she didn't get paid, but I think she got a stipend. I think she
she
got
got
that.
something.
She
No,
got
Caroline got
Auntie,
something.
we
something.
all
Yes, I
got
think.
something, but
Yes, she
we
got
all got
something.
something. But what the discussions with everybody is different. You
Yes, I
understand?
Toyin,
believe
What
that.
they will offer
Yeah,
me will
yeah.
be different from what they will offer. I don't know what I deal with them.
yeah, yeah.
And you understand? And
She
this was the same
negotiated her
thing.
contract. You negotiated
She
your own
negotiated it by
contract.
herself now. And this was
Yes.
one day she was trying to bring this issue up. That was why I got insulted by her too one day. She said they must always be
Mm,
flying her everywhere with private jets.
Hmm.
okay. Okay.
Interesting.
Yes,
Well,
now if she
you
wanted
know
private,
what?
why she not go meet her ex-husband, maybe give her private jets?
We're not
Maybe
talking
she's a
about the
billionaire.
ex-husband here.
She's
Hey.
a billionaire. She's
Toyin
not on
mo
our
le
level.
fight. I cannot fight.
She's a
Toyin
billionaire.
mo le
She's
fight.
not on our
I can't.
level.
I can't fight Toyin. Well, I mean,
Oh my
Toyin,
God.
we cannot fight her. So anyway,
Hey, thank you
we
so
we
much.
clarified
Thank
we clarified that, and OG has some games to play, and we're gonna play some
yeah.
games. And I just want to say thank you, Auntie Fumi and Toyin, for participating in the last segment. And Toyin, I can't thank you enough for taking your time to come on the show because hey, Elora is 9 months old today, and so you could have
Wow.
done
Yes,
other things with
she.
your life. And thank you. And when I
You're
come to
welcome.
Nigeria,
Thanks for having
I will
me.
find you. I will find you. Come look
Make
for
sure,
you,
make sure, make sure.
and
Women should be
just say
supporting
hello.
women. No, that's what we should be
I
doing.
beg. Oh,
Exactly. That's
okay.
what our
So
podcast is all about. Our
all
podcast is
about
just to promote the show and also support,
Yeah,
encourage everyone on the show, even the businesses
yeah.
that are featured on the show.
And
That's
thanks
what
so
for
we.
shedding
That's
light
what,
on the domestic violence as well. That was really
Yeah.
nice
yes.
please, thank you,
because we all
thank
are
you.
going through something we're hiding from the public. We don't want to be mocked about it, our
Yeah.
flaws, our past. We don't want it brought
So
back to us. And a lot of people are learning from us to speak up so that they don't lose
Yeah.
their identity, their life,
Courageous.
everything. Because
Mhm.
see, any man that will feed you, he will starve you. If you let a man
mm,
feed you, he will starve you. Because
Yes.
if you now go and I tell all my friends that are married that yo, I'm not trying to discourage you not to be a housewife, but have something going on for yourself on the side. One of my friends
and
lost her husband
mm,
recently. She has 5 kids. This lady, I won't lie to you. When I had one of my kids years ago, this lady gave me a baby gift, 5 million naira. She messaged me. She
mm,
said she was going through problems. She didn't have money. Her husband died. That I should send her $100. I started crying.
It,
mm,
She's in Zimbabwe
mm,
now. She took her child. Like it's so bad for her now because she was just eating money. She was enjoying. The man had bastard
yeah.
money. That
Oh
man died now.
no.
The children took everything, carried her to court. She's in a
Oh
mess.
wow. Oh
And she would
wow.
have been able to save for herself, do something for herself. So these are the things that me I preach, and these are the things I wish I can, shed more light on the show. That yo, because you see me laughing, bubbling, blah, 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 every day, does not mean that I'm not going through hell or one thing or drama that I'm just
Mhm.
copying it every day. One day I can wake up now. Maybe my child's father, one of them will just message me, my son, you wrote something, you did, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I should not speak my truth again. I should not. So, just to make everybody happy, there are some things I want to say. I'll say, let me just keep quiet. My child is here.
no,
Let me
Tony,
just
no,
keep
thank
quiet.
you for doing that. No, thank you for speaking up, and also thank you for being an example. And OG and I actually, I think we spent hours. It was like 1 a.m. Nigeria time, and I was talking to OG yesterday. We're talking about women in relationships and financial abuse. We talked about that, and I'm a feminist. I'm a huge feminist, and when you spoke about your experience, Tony, I have to say it was inspiring to me. It changed my way of actually looking at the show. And you can ask Dare. I emailed Dare and I messaged Dare and I said, "Are you guys doing XYZ?" to shine a light on XYZ, because for me it was important that women get something out of this.
Yeah.
And when Laura said that Caroline didn't get anything out of her or out of her marriage, for me that spelled financial abuse. I
Yeah.
have seen rich men do this to women all over the town.
Yeah, but the
And
And
truth
it's
is
so
now
wrong.
in can I tell you, Auntie Fumi, can I tell you the truth about something? Yeah,
Please.
the same Caroline that is talking, yeah, she's been able to cry on my shoulders severally, and there's some things she would not want to say. I saw that girl go through so many things that I felt sorry for her. She can be silly at times, but put that aside. There are
Yeah.
lots of things that women go through in the hands of people that are very rich. This financial abuse is the first issue that most of us have, because we think about it. How am I going to start? Where am I going to pick up from? What's going to happen to my kids? What's going to do this? But it gets to a time we don't want to talk about it, because the person you are dragging with is stronger than you. You are not going to win. It's better you just walk away. You understand what I'm telling you? Most of us do these things because the person that my ex that I'm talking about said, I cannot talk about him. You understand? So most of these things is fear. The fear is more. People might push you, yeah, talk, talk, talk. You talk finish now, they come and go and lock you inside jail. It's true. I'm telling you.
There
Most
are
of these women are being
no
bullied.
protection for these men. That's
Yes,
what you're
they are
saying.
being
Yeah.
bullied. Look
Yeah.
at
yeah,
this lady that is my friend Snow, that they took 4 of her kids. I was advocating for her. They started sending me threats after a while. That
Wow.
what's my business? I should leave that man. Oh, that man is a top man. Oh, and the lady is crying every day. 4 kids just they took away from her. So I'm really happy. Regardless how everybody is saying, oh, the show is toxic, show is toxic. I might have my own issues about the show, but whether we like it or not, the show is giving us a platform to put our voice out there. Is how we use
Yes.
it that matters a lot. So
Yeah.
you know,
yes,
this is the
yes.
first one. My reality show, Tiana's Empire, the former one I had with DSTV, Ebony Light TV, with Moabudu. It was more about me, my businesses. They show me when I'm going to my site, building houses for customers, decorating a spa, interior, my fashion school, my process, how I train my students, take them to different fashion shows. It shows literally everything. I raise my kids. But you know, that's my own platform. It even showed my relationship, blah, blah, blah. Even when I was going through my surrogacy, when I wanted to have my last child and I didn't want to have it, showed everything. But this one is 6 women. It's not only me. They can't show
Yeah.
everything I have going on with me. They will just have to show bit by bit, which I think what they've been showing so far is my fashion. They've not even really showed much. There's still a whole lot of episodes, for people to get to see a lot of things. But I'm happy that a lot of people outside of the show even knows what I'm doing. But whether it's fashion or whatever, I'm shedding light on everything
No,
I'm doing.
no, you are.
I'm
You
taking the
guys are.
opportunity. Look at that first episode. Yeah, I knew it was a transformer dress, but I purposely took it off like, yo, okay, I can
I
still see a party like this,
know.
and I can still
I
I can still take this thing off. I said, I cannot see that, I
Oh my
cannot see that. I'm
God.
selling my market. Nigga.
we talked
You
about this,
are
Toyin.
indeed. Like every
Tony, we
opportunity
talked
you get,
about
you
this. We
do.
talked about this on episode 3 of our podcast. I'm like, I
Ah,
bet you Tony knew
Oh
she couldn't sit
my
in that dress. She was like, I am promoting myself, and
God.
I took it off. Like, okay, you know, so many
No,
things.
Toyin,
Like,
you're
even
doing a good job. You're utilizing the platform, and which
so
is
whether
great.
you like it or
The
not,
way
if you
that
say
it
something,
should
if
be
they don't show
used.
it, at least they will
Yes,
show you the thing you are promoting. Be your own walking
uh,
billboard. Maybe they will not cut you
yes,
out. You be your own walking billboard. Let them see you.
correct,
At least
correct,
your hair, your makeup, your anything, everything. Do you know? I'm
true.
not gonna lie to you. Few clients have messaged me,
mm,
Tony, I love that beach outfit you wore with the chains. How
Yes.
much? I've sold at least 5 pieces of that beach
Which
outfit.
is
Even the
good.
pink dress, I've sold 2 of it from the show. They'll just message me. I post all these messages on my story that yo, clients are coming from there. So no matter what we all have to say, the show is this, the show is that, blah blah blah. The show has positive parts as well, and it has
Impact,
positive
yes.
impacts as well. It depends on what people want to show. Okay, look at the part you said I spoke about my domestic violence issue. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
that episode, people were not concentrating on that wordful things I have to say. They were more concentrated on the
The
Laura drama she
drama.
was doing at the dinner. That's the
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
Nigerians
no,
don't they don't
I
want to
was. You can
listen.
ask OG, Tony. You can ask OG. I was. My whole focus on that whole thing was what you said. You can ask OG right now. I spent so much time just talking about that, and I'm like, you can ask Dare. I sent him a message. And I said, I really hope. I'm not going to tell you what I said to Dare because I don't. That's behind the scenes.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's why it was important for me to bring it up here because I'm a feminist. I'm for the woman. Okay, so like when Laura and Caroline were going after each other about, oh, you were a runs girl. I'm like, well, was Laura paid? If she was paid,
Yeah.
who the fuck? Who gives a fuck if Laura was a runs girl? Okay, so you slept with little boys in your matrimonial home. Who cares? Your husband was all over the streets with all
I
these
actually
women.
didn't
Who
like the part
cares?
that they were slut shaming each other.
Each
See,
other.
that's
I
why
I
I
didn't
hated it.
even
said
like. I
the
won't like you. I
show.
did not even like it at all that they
Yeah,
were bringing their families into this thing.
it
And I
was
reached out to Laura. I'm like, yo, no, stop talking, please. I called her. She said nobody reached out. It's a lie. I called her. I said, yo, let's stop
Wow.
talking. Stop talking. Stop.
Yeah, because
Let's. Even I told her that people started saying that I was the one pushing her to fight. I'm this, I'm that. I said, let's make peace, please. I still have the message on my phone. I said, let's make peace. I don't really like what's going on with
yeah.
all this drama. So when we were called to come and sit down and talk about it, I didn't even know it was going to turn out that way. I didn't even know the messages would be mentioned. I didn't know they would bring up the same messages that was sent. I didn't know they would talk about those things. So I was like in shambles. I was shocked. I was very shocked.
okay.
Like,
Toyi,
oh my God.
before we go into the game, I really have one last question for you, and it's well, I would say it's about Laura. You guys have been friends for a very long time. You did not just meet Laura. You didn't just become friends on the show.
Yeah.
The Laura that you've known for the past years, like the friend that you have in Laura for the past year, is it the same friend that that is on this show?
No, it's a different one.
Okay.
It's a different one. The
Okay.
same way she's saying the Toyin she knows. With her, I'm always very friendly. I'm always laughing. Maybe she didn't think I would call off her bluff. Maybe that's why she's saying she doesn't know Toyin she's talking to. Because that's not Laura. Laura is usually very fun, bubbly, very down to earth, very. But there was already an issue with Yabo and Laura because
Mhm.
Yabo kept telling me that Toyin, Laura is not your friend. She came to
Yeah.
my baby shower and my
Mhm.
bridal shower Yabo plan, and there was a
Mhm.
game we were doing. We did, and Laura refused to participate in the game, and Yabo just couldn't understand it. Like, why would she come to this gathering if she's not going to participate in this
Yeah.
game? Toyin, all your friends did this game. Why? That we all kept going to meet her, and she kept turning us down. That, and I stood up for her. I said, Yabo, maybe she was shy. That Laura now. At least she came. She bought the clothes, the pajamas you people wore. She showed up. It takes a lot for somebody to pay for something you're doing in a group, show up to the place, stayed, wished me well. I saw her. So she doesn't need to be part of the game. So I was
Mhm.
always making up these excuses for her. But it's like someone already has this notion about you. You now came to the
Yeah.
show to prove them right. That is what
True.
she did.
Yeah.
So it was
True.
always it was exhausting for me trying to explain myself about Laura every time, behind the scenes every time. And if you watch the show very well, you see that anytime I see her, we're always
Mm-hmm.
shouting, bubbly, happy, yeah, Laura. That's how we are. Me and her. I've never had anything against her. People are saying,
Okay.
"Oh, Toyin told Laura something." Can you remember when Laura came to my
So.
my empire at the
Mhm.
episode
Yes.
one when I told her
Yes.
she behaves like a witch? That
Correct.
why was she
Mhm.
blading?
Ah, why
Yeah.
are you acting like a winch? Why are
Can
you
you
acting
can
like
you
a
remember
winch?
Laura
Yes.
said at that sitting, Iyabo is not my friend. Did you hear me
Mm-hmm.
go
Yes.
back to tell Iyabo Laura said she's not your friend?
No.
No.
I didn't need to.
Yeah.
So when I later heard they said I said some things about people to her, I was as shocked as you. Like, hello, are you serious? If I wanted to cause trouble, I would have gone to meet Yabo. Yabo, Laura said she's not your friend. It's good that Yabo watched the show and saw it there by herself.
Quick one. Are you an Iyabo cool?
I don't have any problem with Yabo.
What
Okay.
about Laura? Are you people cool?
I don't have any problem with anybody. To be very
I
Let
need you
honest,
us.
my
guys to be
people know.
cool.
Caroline, Uncle. Chama
I don't
uncle.
have see, even the Caroline. I don't have problem with her. They are all the one. See, let me tell you, Caroline.
Because they've all unfollowed each other on
No,
Instagram.
auntie, me, I'm somebody that if you are pissing me off, my hand always press block quickly.
Me and
That's
Toyin
the
the
only
same.
problem.
Auntie,
That's the only
me and
problem
Toyin
I
the
have.
same.
I swear, I don't think before I do those things. My hand will just press it. Bang, bang, bang. That's if you irritate me immediately, I'll just do it. But to be very honest, Auntie Fumi, I'm somebody that if you piss me off on the show, if I watch it, I'll message you. I'll tell you, this thing you did on the show is very bad of you. It's not kind. This is not me, and you shouldn't have done this. I've done it to few people that have seen that said things about me on the show, and I move on from it. That is me. That's my nature. We are all different. You understand? So it doesn't mean that I will now create enemies or like Caroline. I feel Caroline's problem is maybe she felt that I was going to come back to that group to start saying things about her, and it never happened, and I never did. You understand? Whatever problem I had with her, I already planned with myself that I'm not bringing this problem to the show. I'll just focus on why I'm here. That's it. You understand? So I don't. Even there was a part where the show when I was saying, why is Choma always thinking that she wants she cannot address me? Choma did something.
Oh no.
Oh, we lost her.
We lost her again.
We lost her. Toyin is a busy woman, guys. Like Toyin is busy, and so she's going to get phone calls.
I think it's the network too. I think it falls in and out.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah.
she's here 100%. She wants to finish up with the show for sure.
Exactly. So, Auntie Fumi,
yes, my darling.
Based on everything you've heard
Mhm.
and all we know, and I'm so upset because we can't even do this game. What are your thoughts? I mean, going forward, we've watched episode 8. We OG and I have not reviewed it. We've not talked about it
Yes,
yet.
I watched
but
it too. Yeah.
What are your thoughts? And before you say that, I want to say, Showmax, I am not your mate. You need to bring the show to the United States. Dare, I am not your mate. You need to bring the show to the United States. Bravo. What the hell are you guys doing? You need to bring the show to the United States of America because I am sick and tired of going on Twitter. Hey,
Yeah.
Toyin.
Yeah, I'm back
I
now.
am sick.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I am sick and tired of going on Twitter and Instagram to find little clips. Showmax, I am not your mate. Okay? If you want to get gully, we can
but
get
there are
gully.
pages on Instagram that.
Toyin, we can't talk about them pages.
Hello?
We can't talk
What
about.
are your thoughts?
Once anybody calls in, it cuts off.
Oh, I see. Are you there, Toyin?
Toyin, can you
She
hear
can't.
us? Oh
She's
no.
back. She's gone. So I am not Showmax mate. Okay?
Mhm.
I need the show in America. I don't
Yes,
care how
most
they do
definitely.
it because Auntie Fumi, if
Yeah.
I used to live in England, I don't
Yes.
think you know this. We can talk behind the stage, but
Yes.
I've met you before at YouTube stuff. Okay,
Yes.
and I am
Toyin
not
is back
Showmax
again.
mate.
Toyin, can you hear
I
us?
Yeah, I'm back now. I think anytime
okay,
anybody calls in on my phone, it trips
Oh,
off. So
okay.
okay,
Yeah,
and you're
Okay,
I've
busy.
blocked the
let's get
person.
to
I'll
You're
you.
unblock the
booked.
person later.
Toyin is
Okay.
booked and
Let's
busy.
let's
Okay.
quickly round up the show. We can just go ahead and play the game. It's called Plead the Fifth. The rules are just so you guys are very, very big on games. You always play games whenever you do your gathering. So we
Not
I don't
be the
like
kind of
game
them
we go
games.
play. We put us for problem.
no, don't worry. This one not gonna put you for problem. It's just for us to have fun, to end on a good note. Even though I know that nobody have any beef with anyone in this whole chat has been fun and all. Auntie Fumi, hope you enjoyed it so far.
Very much.
At least
Yes.
Auntie Fumi has gotten to know a lot that she did not know before.
Yes.
No, I
There's a
love
lot
it
of clarity now.
because now I understand. And Toyin, remember when you come to London, I will still see you. So you oh yes, when you come to London, we'll still do
I'm
lunch.
coming to London next week. Actually, I'm coming next week for Fashion
Toyin.
So
Week.
call me. Oh yeah,
Toyin.
call me.
Okay.
Call me. We go out.
Alright.
Heba
Auntie
New York
Fumi, will
City.
you go to Fashion Week with me?
Yes, of course.
Front row, baby. Front row.
Yes,
Bug
of
all
course.
the
Yes,
way.
you heard it here first. Yes,
Toyin.
of course.
We're going to go and give them some fashion problem.
Hot.
Yes.
You know what, Toyin?
Ah,
Even bring one fashion style for me to wear to support your brand.
I'm bringing.
I
Once
am
I
there.
drop this phone now, I'll message you.
I beg you.
I beg.
Oh my
Toyin,
God.
Tebawa in New York City. Tebawa,
Yes,
New York
so
City.
we're
I have
coming.
to meet up.
I lived in New York for 10 years before I went to
I know.
California.
Oh, Auntie
And we are
Fumi,
moving
I know.
back. We are moving back to Yankee. Oh, yes.
Auntie, we're moving to LA. I am in
Yes.
LA now, Auntie.
Okay, so I'll catch you in Cali because I'll be in LA.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I have a house in New York and a house in LA.
I live for
So
it.
we
I
would
actually
chat.
thought
We
Aunty
would
Fumi
chat.
was living in New York, you know. That London
No,
does not
Auntie,
fit you. Your looks belong in
no.
LA.
Thank you,
After
Tiana. If it's not you, who? Thank you, Jerry.
and
Oh my
just so you
God.
guys just so you guys know, I used to love London. I lived in London for 5 years, and Auntie Fumi doesn't know this, but we went to a YouTube thing, and I actually met Auntie there. But we're not going to talk about it here because I hide my feelings and who I am online. But I will expose myself to you
Then you have
when
to
we are
message
done
me,
with
my
this.
darling. Message me.
Yes, Auntie. Yes, Auntie.
Okay,
But
so
at the
the
end of
rules of see
go
now you
ahead,
still
OG.
going on something on
I'm still
anti
fangirling. I'm still fangirling.
I
So
used
go
to
ahead.
Pamsing.
Oh.
The rules of the game is you will answer every question. It's going to be 5 questions each for every Tony and Auntie Fumi being our
Okay.
guest. And you're going to answer truthfully, and there's not going to be I don't know answer.
Mm-hmm.
And you can only use plead the fifth once. So any question you feel you cannot answer, you just use the plead the fifth. Then you can only use that once.
Okay.
So,
You said you can
no,
use what? I didn't hear properly.
I said you can only use the plead the fifth once out of the 5 questions. So you have the option of answering all the questions, or that's the 5 questions, or not answering any of the questions, which is one of the questions you don't feel comfortable or you don't have an answer or anything to answer. So you can only use it once.
Okay.
You understand it now, Toyin?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so let me start with you, Toyin, because you're very familiar with games as a housewife. So the first question is, who do you think is irreplaceable on the show?
It's only God, though. Because God is the only
That
person
was
that is
your sis cast member. So say who do you think is
you
irreplaceable?
don't know that God is an housemate. God is the only one that sees all the things that
No,
all the
Toyin.
people's eyes does not see.
Don't go
He's the only
diplomatic
one
on us.
But do you know another person that is also an housemate that you don't realize that is irreplaceable?
Toyin, we only know sis castmates.
The Max man, the Max itself is the unknown is that Max is giving them problem. That Max is giving them problem. Every episode is inside. They must talk about that man.
OG, you got your answer. Anyway, you got your answer.
She didn't give us
You
an
got
answer,
it.
actually.
You got your
You got
answer.
it. No, but to be very honest, God is the only one that is irreplaceable on that show. Because in everything we all do, it's only God. There are some things that is only God's eyes that saw.
Okay.
Abio.
Okay. So the second question is marry, shag, kill. Your options are Iyabo, Miriam, and Laura.
Wait, so my options are
I know.
Iyabo,
Miriam,
Miriam,
Iyabo, and Laura. Marry, shag, kill.
Okay. Who do I want to kill? Before I go and say I want to kill one of them, I'm not answering no.
No,
just answer who you're gonna marry and shag. How about you marry?
Maybe I can marry Mariam and Shaga.
That's a good one.
But I don't know who I can kill. I can't kill anybody.
I know. Okay, let me tell you this. If I were to be on the show, I would marry and shag Mariam because she is a hot stick on like she is hot, hot.
And she's so much fun.
Yes.
And she's so much fun.
She is fun actually to be around.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun.
Yeah, she is. So your third question, are you ready?
Yes.
Who would you say is the most overrated designer in Nigeria?
Overrated designer in Nigeria.
Hey, way.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say I'm overrated because I'm number one. There's nobody that does what I do. So I don't know, to be very honest. I don't even see anybody because I'm not in for competition. So to be very honest, I don't know. There's no competition when it comes to my level because what I do is different from what everybody else does. So I can't say that someone is overrated when I'm not even like you get so.
OG, you gotta go to the next question.
Your
She
first
answered
question is: you are on a boat in the middle of nowhere. You see Bobrisky and Tonto Dike drowning. You can only save one person. Who would that be?
I will not save any of them. If you want they are troublemakers. These people.
That's your answer.
These people are troublemakers.
Toyin, I want to let you know that.
Your final question: are you more of a dominant or a submissive?
Both.
Ooh.
People actually don't know that I'm very submissive to whoever I love, you know. But I can act like a feminist at times. I like dominating. And I love people that let me dominate them too. It's a game, so you have to share it half now.
You were so diplomatic with your answers anyway. Aunty Fumi.
You people.
Very diplomatic. I give it to you.
But it's fun now. The game is fun.
Yes, the game was fun. I like the answers.
Aunty Fumi, over to you. So your first question is: when was the last time you watched porn?
What was the last what?
Time you watched porn?
Porn.
Yes.
Oh my God, I will tell you. And we got into trouble. Oh. They almost expelled us from school. I think I was 13 or 14. We left school. I'm telling you, we left school. And in those days, I'm going far now. Those days, you used to have bands that would come to Nigeria and perform, you know. And do you remember that song, Pass the Duchy on the right-hand side?
Yes.
Okay. So that group came. So all our friends said, let us meet up at the house. And then from there, we'll go to the band, to the concert. I got there with my friend, and they were all sitting down with our boys from KC. So I said, I don't have time for this. I want to go and watch the group. And we got into, so they did not want to go. I said, okay, I'm going to go. Needless to say, when I got back to the house, the principal was there with arresting all the other students. Why? Because they were watching porn. Yes. And that was the last
were you
time.
watching porn too?
No, I went to the concert. I said, not our time for this. But the thing was that because I went back to the house so that all of us can go back to school in unison, they said Fumi was there watching porn loops. I said,
so
not
that was
me.
the last time you watched porn.
Because the thing is that I've never been that girl. I believe in reality. I don't need to have a video. So that was why for me, I don't have time for that. It's never been my bag. Never been my bag.
So when was the last time you watched porn?
Yesterday. Funny is now. At times you just want to watch different things. Even my husband, he finds it so annoying. Then I play. I'll say, "Come, babe, let's watch this." He say, "Why? Why do I want to?" I say, "Come and learn different styles now."
I feel that's the only question you answered truthfully.
No. Maybe, but
okay. And Fumi, your second question is: what's the weirdest role?
What?
The weirdest role play you've ever done.
What is the what?
Weirdest
Weirdest.
role.
Like
Weird. Weird.
Weird role play.
yes.
Oh, I'm an actress. I'm an
Yes.
actress. So are you talking about acting or role play
Yes.
with myself and my husband?
No.
Ooh,
You're-
auntie, you're spicy.
Very spicy.
yes, that's what I'm talking about, Auntie.
Okay, that one is easy. I just tell him that let us pretend we don't know each other, and then you meet me at the bar.
Oh my God.
Auntie,
That's
me and my
it. Then we
husband.
pretend that yes. Then we pretend we don't know each other. Then he will come. He will ask me, "Who are you? Are you with anybody? What would you like to drink? Blah blah blah," and
That'll
everything.
be fun.
Yeah. Oh yes. Would you like to come out to
Me and my
dinner with me
husband
for?
do that. Me
Oh,
and my
hot
husband do
hot.
that.
Oh
Yeah,
Yes,
wow.
hot. Yeah,
So you're used
especially
to
yeah.
those.
before Adrian was born.
We
Oh
did that at the
wow.
Ritz.
That's
We did
No,
that at the
we
Ritz in London,
what
auntie.
what what we do is like dress up,
uh-huh.
different role plays, maybe weekends, because we have this thing we call Family Sundays. So every Sunday I've made a pact with my family that whatever we do, we go out for dinner, go somewhere nice, take the
Yes.
kids out. Then in the night when they are sleeping, we will go out, go clubbing, do our own fun.
That's
So when
it.
we can't even club, at times we do it in the house. I can be the stripper in a day, then he can do some other thing. Yeah,
wow.
the thing is, it keeps your relationship on key because
It does.
most of us, once we have kids, everybody will just start tying wrapper on their chest, and it doesn't work that way. That's why most of all these guys start looking outside. It's true now because what they liked was that EP person that you wear, not that when you have baby nights,
Yes.
I'm tired,
Because
I'm
you are
restless.
caregiver, so you're ordering all over the
Even
place.
even when I had my baby, my husband was dragging breast with the baby. I have to
Oh,
That's
tell
it.
him
Tonya,
that
I saw
guy.
your post the other day talking about he was giving the Paran.
Okay.
That was what we did, and we went to all the restaurants in London. We went to all the restaurants. We'll
Yeah,
go
and you
for
develop them,
hotel.
right? You go somewhere
Oh
new
yes,
every time.
hotel
Yeah.
giveaways and stuff like that for the weekend. We'll just
Mm-hmm.
escape. We traveled the world. Where
Yeah.
didn't we go to? Because it was just the two of us before Adrian came. It was
Ah.
the best role play ever. We had so much fun, and we
Oh
still do.
wow. That's
Oh
good.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Auntie
but
Fumi,
you know we
I've got
can't do it as much
question.
as we do like before because of the children.
No,
But once
because
in
the
a while, shall
children,
we can
yeah,
still keep doing it because it
hundred
renews.
percent.
At times, going away renews your mind, your body, your soul. You know
Refreshes
how
everything.
this show has been emotionally draining, physically,
Wow.
mentally. Auntie
Yeah.
Fumi, it's a lot. People just think like it's scripted. It's not. It's a lot.
Wow.
You don't know what it is to
Wow.
have cameras in front of you. Then you are
True.
suppressing your anger, or you are suppressing how you really feel. You are careful.
True.
You don't want to say some things to us, some
Thinking
people.
twice before you say
Because this is like
something.
the world's eyes on you. You
Yes,
don't
and
want
you
to be
Right.
know
judged
it.
out of character. Even no matter how you try, when you don't talk, they will judge you. He's not
Correct.
talking. When you talk, they will judge you. I'm like, hey, kí ni mo wá
Eh,
kó ra mi sí
wait.
báyìí torí Ọlọ́run ewé. Like with me, you will know my life easily because I'm a very expressive person. If you check my Instagram, you will know me. My life is
Yes.
there. Like I'm very open. I can just say something like this now. I'm very open with myself. I'm very open with how I play. I'm very open, but I keep some personal family things. That's what people
To
don't
yourself.
really realize about me.
Yes.
When I now come out and say something, it's shocking to them. I keep my family private. There's no way you can get me out of character with my family. I will no. I would rather walk away from you. Then when that
Correct.
camera go off, I'll wait for you outside. Man, no, dada. My family, you have to protect your family. I
You
will
have
not
You're
sit
to.
right.
down to have that discussion with you. It's not possible.
Never.
If you do
Mm-mm.
it with
You're
me,
right.
I'll walk away.
Yep.
That
It's
see
not worth it.
already me, I know the things that people can use to insult me. They say if
Mm.
you live in glass house, don't throw stone. My own glass house has window, so if you throw the stone, open the window and jump. I know the kind of things you want to use to insult me. If you want to talk now, everything you want to use to insult me is on social media. If you want to talk, you say husband snatcher. You say you have finished it, then you say so. Your there's nothing you want to say that will pain me. I will not give you
Correct.
that liberty of now dragging me, my children. If you drag my husband, drag my family, you're dragging my kids as well. That's
Yeah.
you doing it without knowing it. So I have to protect my energy and protect, everything around me. We all leave show. After show, 3 months left, we are still dealing with the emotional trauma the show is giving us
I
every
know.
Friday. Every Friday, Auntie Fumi.
Yes.
Next Friday, I'm still waiting for the things that they will say Toyin did now. every Friday. Even the episode where does not concern me, they are dragging me. Toyin. I will not go on Twitter. I'll put my name is always trending there. Toyin, what did
I
Toyin
mean,
do
so
today?
Auntie Toyin, we make you trend, okay? So just deal with it, okay?
Please,
We
now
talk all this.
forgive me.
Toyin
We
is not
make you
comes from
trend.
the
Forgive me.
reality show. I mean, like you're
Forgive
on
me.
the public eye.
Ah.
You should know that
This
they will always
show
be
is the most trending show.
of
Yes.
course.
Even,
Good.
not only in Nigeria,
I know.
everywhere.
Yeah,
I
No
live in
sleeping
I
place.
America.
was. I think today's episode is going to shatter Showmax rating balls. Like
It will.
it
It
will. Yes,
will.
it
Imagine
will.
I entered the party, all this
Mhm.
Lagbo party. You know what Lagbo party is? Those
I
drummers.
don't know.
I enter party, they just say, Real Housewives of Lagos.
Oh
Real
wow.
Housewives of Lagos. I say, Jesus. So,
You see, that's the reason why everybody on that show, like all the cast members, they need to like emulate what you're doing. You're selling your brand, you're promoting your thing.
Correct.
those
And
one,
I,
Like they need
few
to.
of them are,
Yes, yes, yes.
but
Showman's
like,
hair is always on point. She's always promoting her
yeah,
hair.
few of them are, but some are
And
distracted to just
yes, it's
go and do
drama.
drama.
Yes, it's not necessary.
And some are
This is what
distracted to
kind
go
of
and be following.
for.
hey,
Hey,
way, hey, way.
hey,
I'm
Auntie
in my
Fumi,
house. They should come and beat
they should
me.
come and catch you and beat you.
If she doesn't look for my trouble, I will not look for her trouble. That's the
Yeah,
thing. I cannot just be in my house. You are going to do interview in one clubhouse nonsense, and you are mentioning my name.
I know.
For what?
Yeah.
Auntie Fumi,
let's
you're
let's
not
let's finish it.
patient.
Let's finish the game. Like one more
Let's
question
finish.
for Auntie Fumi.
We
Okay.
have
Yeah.
Auntie Fumi, have you ever told someone you wouldn't be home just so they wouldn't come over to yours?
Of course.
Of
Of
course.
course, yes. Of course. In fact, to the point that sometimes if I came home and I saw the person, I would turn the car back and go and
Oh
sit down
wow.
somewhere until the person can go away. Because the thing is that as things began to grow, I became more and more popular, and I
Yeah.
did not take that into account that it would take away the time from my family. And
Yeah.
you cannot be available all the time. And I have people in my life who don't understand that and just want to show up at any time. And I
Yeah.
can't do it because it takes away from baby Adrian.
True.
You
I mean,
know, that
Adrian is
yes.
Adrian is my
Indication that
concern.
online,
Uh-huh.
and I'm telling you that I'm not online or I'm not available, but I have to do what I got to do. That you're
That's
seeing me
it.
online doesn't mean that I'm online for you, available for you.
And
That's
that
what.
is exactly what it is because I'm on Zoom calls, I'm on meetings, I'm editing. They still feel as if, oh, because a lot of YouTubers have their own personal editors. I
Yeah.
don't. You can
True.
imagine
Wow. So
that
you edit that show by yourself?
every single one of them, over
Wow.
640 shows.
Oh my
So
And it's
it's
Wow.
so
nicely
it's
done.
yeah. So the thing is that we have to find music, we do the photo shoot, we do the thumbnail for it, we put all of that up. Then I do the reels for Instagram, for Snapchat, for TikTok. Then I have to go and pick up my son, do the laundry, do the groceries, cook, clean, do all of that. It's impossible in 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
only sleep 3 hours. As OG and I, we were talking till 2 a.m. in the
I
morning.
know. I know.
Till
I
2
know.
a.m. That's a fact.
It
You
is.
know,
It is. You work so hard. Like Auntie Fumi was just sending me a message by 2 a.m. I'm like, this woman, come on. I can understand my age. I mean, like,
no, yeah.
but you being
I
at
only work 3 hours. I sleep 3 hours and I'm up. I'm
oh,
up 21, hustling.
wow. It's
Yeah.
really I'm so happy. And I'm sure Tina too is so excited to have you on our show, Auntie Fumi.
After we finish, I'll
It's been
show you
very
some stuff,
exciting.
Auntie Fumi.
She will
No,
continue her fans in, I'm
I
sure.
will, I
I'm
will, I will be
100%
fanning
sure of that.
Auntie Fumi and Toyin afterwards. And I'm lucky that I have patronized Toyin's business,
Thank you
amala.com.
so
If
much.
you guys don't know,
Thank you.
amala and ewedu soup is my favorite soup.
I
My
have
Tony,
whole
I
already
beg,
family.
I
patronized
beg.
you in
When I
My
come
business.
to Nigeria, I will come and eat at your place. Oh,
Yes, so please,
yes,
so
and
So
we're
yeah,
gonna
I'm
after
have
gonna
putting all the
say
other
that
things that I
Killer
do.
Seagull, I've
please
patronized
do.
your business a couple of times. I've bought
Yeah.
clothes from you. I have bought amala from you when you were
God bless
for
you.
Losibo in Lekki.
Folasibo. Yeah, I'm in Lekki
Yes.
too now. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. God bless
You were
you
in
guys.
Thank
Lekki
you.
in 2016. You were in 2016
Yeah.
because I remember going to amala.com and I saw the Tiana Empire thing. And I
Yeah,
was
I
like, what
just
is
left
that? I
there
was
2020 to this
okay.
place now around
Yeah,
COVID
because I asked
to
my
my
cousin,
permanent site.
I said, Aburo, my cousin's like, Aburo, what is this? I can't speak Yoruba that she want. I can understand. And she's like, oh, amala.com. Like, let's go. Amala is my favorite food. Let's go. Okay. And even
Amazing. Amazing.
right here in the United States, you can ask OG. Yesterday I went, in New York City, went to halal place, got all my meat, cook everything so I can have it. But I have to say thank you. It's storming right now. There's a tornado going on, but I have to say thank you so much for Auntie Fumi and Toyin for coming
It's such a
on
You're
pleasure.
this
you're welcome.
podcast.
You're so
And
welcome. Such a pleasure.
and I have to say, Showmax, I am not your mate. Okay? Bring the show
But
to the United
just before
States.
we round up, before Tony, I don't know if you're going to be available. We would like to do like Twitter Spaces today. I don't know if you would like to join us on by
I
nine
mean,
o'clock.
Tony has
So it would be
kids.
nice to have
Yeah,
you.
why not? My husband is not around, so I have a bit of time on my hands. Home
Okay.
today. I'm just resting today.
Because he's not bringing the
Okay,
prom
that
prom
would be
from.
nice. So that would be great to
Yeah,
have you on. By 9. I'll kind
yeah.
of
That's why I have a bit of time because I wasn't feeling so strong from yesterday.
oh, okay.
Bele.
Yeah,
Auntie
so
Fumi
I
too
just
Oh,
will
took
join
med.
us.
yes, yes. I'll be there. I'll be there at 9 too. I'll be there.
I have to
Okay.
say,
Okay,
Thank
so we
Tony,
just
you
join
have
on
taught
Twitter,
me.
right?
Yes,
Yeah,
just on
yeah, on
Twitter. Just
Twitter.
join.
yes on
Okay, then you
Twitter.
add us on as speakers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
But
All right.
And
because
just so
oh,
you
it would
guys
really
know,
be nice. Okay, Tina, go ahead.
I'll be on there. Just so everyone knows, I'll be on there as a different podcast because Auntie Fumi knows this. I love Harry and Meghan, so I am
Yes.
on the Harry and Meghan brigade, and I
Yes.
refuse to let anyone just like drag them. So I am
Yeah.
the principal of the Harry and Meghan committee. So I'll be on there as Sister Squad podcast because I make sure that no one drags them. But anyway, I'll be on there, Tony and Auntie Fumi.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you
Toyin,
so
love you.
I'll
Love you
I'll have
guys.
my fans
OG,
join as well. 9
I
o'clock, right?
beg.
yes.
Very, very
Thank you.
well. Thank you so
And
much,
so
guys. Love
Toy,
you.
please, can you please follow us?
On which one, please?
Both
Instagram or
The
this?
real
Instagram and Twitter.
Toyin is good for that. She followed
The
me right away.
real dot
Real
housewife.
dot,
You know why I
yes.
didn't follow any of the housewife page because I don't know which is which. There are so many of them. There's one, the
They
Yes.
are
Lagos
all your
housewife.
fans. They are all your fans, Toy. They
Yes.
are all your
Yes. They're
fans.
all your fans.
I
That's the
don't know
Yes.
which
community of
one.
a
And they do a
real housewife
fantastic
of
job of
Lagos.
contacting me every day.
Yeah.
They are
So,
all your
Tony, on Instagram, your fans on Instagram, they are. I have to give a
Fire.
shout out.
they
I
are
have to
fire,
give.
I swear.
They are
They are
fire
They are
on
fire.
not
Instagram.
playing. You know,
They
Tony,
with
are
I'll be
not.
honest with you with my fans. My fans are more like my family. You know, I
Yeah.
created this fan base for myself a while back when I did the Tiana's Empire. Then, when I was going to launch my place, I instead of having the normal celebrities come the way I used to my last birthday, I did a all fans party and I invite that was
mm,
during COVID and I invited all of them. So and I gave few of them scholarship to my fashion school. There's a scholarship I
mm,
do
Amen.
every year. I give 10 people scholarship to train at my fashion school for free, which cost me like 10 million naira. So I do this
Oh
every year,
wow.
invite them. So few of these people have now turned into my family that anywhere that they are mentioning me. People even said it on Twitter that Toyin, she's always paying people to come and talk about her.
I know.
When you empower people, you don't need to pay them shit. To be
And I
honest,
believe this
just
is
be
what
kind, make them feel
production needs to shine
wanted,
light on.
help them when they need help. Some people maybe they just need someone to even talk to at times. It's not
Yep.
money. You
Yep.
know, and,
Yes.
and I give my fans this, I follow people I don't know them. Just say something nice about I'll follow you. Just so I'm down to earth and they have access to me. I don't put myself on one eye also and start doing. I bring myself to the lowest level. If you see me, you understand what I'm saying. I don't do all
Yeah.
Very
these
true.
shakara jakara. I bring myself down to their level. I mix with them. When I'm doing things, I invite them. I give like they are there. So when you need this kind of people, they'll be there for you.
Yes.
They will check up
Shout
on
out
me.
to
We
Toyin
sing this.
Like when you went to Obalende, that was so
Oh
beautiful.
my
That was
God.
Yes,
so
it
And
was.
beautiful.
It
you
was.
would see that your Balende one, they know me. I go there all the time. You will know that
Yes.
I'm not just doing it for cameras. You will know that these people know me well, because when I go there, they come and try and sell their talent to me. They know I pick up artists and help a lot of artists too. They will come and sing for me. They will do their things. Even the mosques, the Baba in the mosque, the Oga in the mosque, the Imam. My dad was a sheikh before he died. I tell
Mm.
people that forget. I know what it was for me. And when I tell people that, my granddad was a minister, my dad was commissioner for police in Lagos, I'm from a royal family. When they now know my family, they're like, your parents are very rich. And I'm like, but I left home when I was 16 and I found my own
Mm-hmm.
way. And I did everything for myself, because our parents always have what they want us to be. They have everything mapped out. And what I wanted, beauty, fashion, everything. I started
Mm-hmm.
with beauty. I actually didn't start with fashion since Unilag. When I was like 16, I already had like 3 shops in Unilag. I was already even Linda was my mate in school. Derele, everybody in school, I had a supermarket, phone call. I was making air.
Oh, she's
Tell
gone
me the
again.
little job. Even when I lived in London 7 years. I was making air for people. I'll go from Romford to Carrington, go to South End to go and make air for people, collect £20, £30. I'll cook in coolers, go and give people. So I know what it is to come from a rich home and still
Hustle.
act like as if you're a servant to people, and
Yeah.
also
The
to work.
hustler.
I worked in a care home for almost 2 years. I'll be cleaning
Mm.
people, cleaning this one, cleaning that one. So I know what it is to come from nothing
Yeah.
to something, regardless of your family name. So when I see these people, I know where they're coming from. And I bring myself down to that level to go to where they really need that help and give them
Mm.
the help. Well, one day I was
Yeah.
going at Bar Beach, somebody hit my car and wanted to start bullying me. And I was driving. My driver didn't drive me that day. I saw like 20 boys come out from the bar. They just started screaming, Mama Lekon Lele, Mama, Yawa. Before we know, they started mobbing this guy. They started. One boy that I helped, he used to clean my wiper in VI. He was 9 years old at that time. His name is Lekon. He's on my YouTube. His name is Lekon. That boy, I picked him up for Bar Beach, brought him into my home. People will tell me, Babbage boy, he brought him to your house, he will rob you, he will do this, this.
Mm-hmm.
I brought that boy, I didn't listen to them. That boy is so grown now. That boy is still in the street, he's a street person, he can't really leave the street, but that boy made everybody in the street love me so much that where you would think that Toyin has paid them, you see area boys when they see me, the way they go
Yeah.
mad, like as if I'm one area mother or something, because I mix with them.
I think she's busy.
I have to go now. I think my daughter swallowed something mistakenly.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
sorry.
Okay,
Go.
go,
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 Fine for
go.
me.
Go. Go.
All right, bye.
Thank you,
Bye, bye.
Toyin.
Wish
Bye.
you the best. I will send you a message, Tiana.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Since we are still
Okay.
going to continue this chat by 9 p.m.,
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
it's good for us to just wrap up this. It was really
Yeah.
nice. All right. Nice to
Thank
have
you
you on
so very, thank you so
that.
very much, girls. I love you. I love you.
I
I
I
am
love
hope
so
you.
you
proud
enjoyed
of
it.
you guys. And bigger, better, bigger, better. I think that this is just the beginning. Loving everything. And I'll see you guys at 9 p.m. tonight.
9
Thank you.
p.m. Auntie. Thank you so
Okay, I'll
much.
be there. Love, love. Bye.
Love. 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 Love.
Bye.
Bye. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
darling. Bye.
Bye.